previous classes, we firstly learn about the devices that will be used for the calculation: abacus, Napier bones, Pascal calculation, arithmeter, difference engine, and the analytic engine. Then yesterday we learned about the generations of the computer: first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, and the fifth generation that you are using nowadays. Now, first devices are invented for the calculation, then generations will be came for the computer. Whenever the generations are invented finally, then computers are categorized in the four parts. First is the microcomputer, second is the mini computer, and third is the mainframe, and the fourth one is the supercomputer. So first of all, we learn about the microcomputer. What is a microcomputer? That you are using in the daily life, that is depend on the central processing unit, means a CPU. You are using a laptop, mobile phone, smartphones, tablet, the computer system. All the things are come in the microphone. Microcomputer means you can say that the fifth generation computer will be come in the first category, that is a microcomputer. So some of the things you have to be remembered. Microcomputer is used the central processing unit. Okay. So microprocessor is used the central processing unit. Secondly, it is cheaper and affordable. Nowadays, we are purchase the computers also, laptop also, and the mobile phone is the common thing. Even it is used for the everyday use. It includes the laptop, desktop, other than the personal computers, microphones, notebook, workstation, smartphones, etc. These all things included in the microcomputer, means a fifth generation computer will be came in the microcomputer. अगर आपको कुछ भी याद नहीं रहता तो माइक्रो कंप्यूटर की इमेजेस जो है, मीन्स दिस ऑल इमेजेस यू हैव टू बी रिमेम्बर. ये सारी इमेजेस अगर आप याद रख लोगे तो उसकी पूरी डिटेल्स आप लिख पाओगे. फर्स्ट आपको दिख रहा है यहाँ पे सेंट्रल प्रोसेसिंग, तो इट्स टोटली डिपेंड ऑन द सीपीयू, मीन्स अ सेंट्रल प्रोसेसिंग. एग्जांपल्स यू कैन सी that is used in the daily life. Even you can write a one more thing, that is cheaper and affordable compared to the other categories of computer. Okay. Now second type is a mini computer. What is a mini computer? It is a larger than the first. It's a larger than the microcomputer. Even it have a multi processing machine. जैसे कि माइक्रो कंप्यूटर में we have only one processing unit, that is a CPU. But in the mini computer there are lots of multi processing machines are there. If possible, underline in your textbook. Even it can be support 200 users at the same time. जब आप कंप्यूटर्स का यूज़ करते हो, लैपटॉप का यूज़ करते हो, only single user can be use it. Whenever we are sitting in the computer lab and I will be take your computer exam, so only a single person can give their computer exam. No other person can give the same exam at the same time. But in the mini computer, what will be happen at the same time? 200 users can use it. It's a less powerful than the mainframe computer. That is the next category of computer. Where it will be used, it is used by the small business and the firms. It is not for the single users. Examples you have to be remember: K202, SDS92, and IBM mid-range computer. These are the examples of the mini computer. Okay. Now third category of computer, that is a mainframe computer. You can see in the image how much they are large. कितने large है in compared to the mini computer and the micro computer. So definitely it's a expensive, large in size, produce the very hit according to the computer and the size. Okay, so what is the mainframe computer? That are the large, expensive, and the powerful computer with the very high processing speed. सिंगली पहले हमने देखा माइक्रो कंप्यूटर दैट हैव ओनली one processor, that is a CPU. In the mini computer, that it will be support the multi processing machines, means so not a single CPU. And the mainframe have a very powerful computer that have a very high processing speed, due to it has a very uh, there are the very large number of processing machines are included in the mainframe computer. They can handle thousands of connected users at the same time. In the microcomputer, single user is there. In the mini computer, there are the 200 users at the same time. And in the mainframe computer, there are the thousands of users can use the computer at the same time. Where it will be used? It is used in the large bank, university, insurance companies, and the government organizations to store the data of customers, students, and the policyholders. Example: Fujitsu ICL VMe and the Hitachi's Z800. These are the two examples of mainframe computer. Now, fourth and the last category of computer, that is the most expensive and the most largest in the size. Maybe you can include the first generation of computer in this one. But they have many more inventions according to the first generation. So you can see that in the image that they are the very in the large in the size. Even sometime whenever the supercomputers are developed, maybe the size of the computer is as per the building, पूरे building की size का भी हो सकता है supercomputer. So you can see that how much it's expensive, how much it is large in the size, even how much it will be produce the heat during the processing. जितनी बड़ी size होगी उतने ज़्यादा heating process होगी. So supercomputers are the most powerful computer in term of the data processing and the speed. Size बड़ी है, processor ज़्यादा है, तो definitely उसकी speed भी ज़्यादा ही होगी. Again, it also consists the thousands of processors that are able to perform the billions and trillions of calculation per second. So you can understood that how much speed of supercomputer. अगर वो एक सेकंड में बिलियन या फिर ट्रिलियन कैलकुलेशन कर सकता है इन अ 1 second ओनली, सो हाउ इस प्रोसेसर इज स्ट्रॉन्ग, कितना स्ट्रॉन्ग प्रोसेसर होगा उसका. It is very expensive and quite large in the size. According to the image you can see that उसमें प्रोसेसर ज़्यादा चाहिए होंगे तो आपको थोड़े एक्सपेंसिव भी रहेगा, साइज भी ज़्यादा होगी. And one more thing, as I told you, the supercomputer have a many processors, so it will be produce the lots of heat. बहुत सारी heat को produce करेगा. That's why it's necessary to store the supercomputer in the only the air conditioners room. जहाँ पे सिर्फ air conditioner हो वहाँ पे ही आपको supercomputer रखना चाहिए. They are also used perform the spatial tasks as scientific simulation, weather forecasting, okay, nuclear energy research, earthquake studies. Examples: IBM, Sequoia, TIA, NHE1, and the Param. These are the examples of supercomputer. Remember one thing, you have to be remember all the examples for the computer, categories of the computer, even generations of computer. सब में एग्जाम्पल्स आपको दिए हुए हैं, या फिर आप एक चीज़ कर सकते हो, कैटेगरी के लिए सभी की इमेज याद रख लो, तो इमेज के ऊपर से आप उसके जो कैटेगरीज है उसके ऊपर जो डेफिनेशन है वो आप लिख पाओगे. सो दिस आर द कैटेगरीज ऑफ कंप्यूटर. ओनली वन टॉपिक is remaining, that is advantages and disadvantages of computer for this one chapter. Now anyone have a query regarding to the categories of computer? If you read it once ना, अगर आप इसको एक बार रीड भी कर लोगे तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि क्या है। अगर आपको जनरेशन अच्छे से समझ में आ गए तो आप कैटेगरी बहुत अच्छे से कर पाओगे।